So the president is wrong when he says he takes the prime minister at his word at what he said before the election.
He didn't say what the president and others seem to suggest that he's saying, and he was very clear about it in his interview with Andrea Mitchell. He didn't change his position. He didn't run around giving interviews saying he's now against the Palestinian state. He said, I'm the prime minister of Israel. I'm responsible for the security of the country. Right now, if we establish a Palestinian state on the West Bank, on Judea and Samaria, we are going to see another armed terror base used to launch attacks against Israel. Remember, Israel left Lebanon in 2000. We didn't get peace. We got an Iranian terror base on our northern border. Israel left Gaza in 2005. We uprooted all the settlements there. We didn't get peace. We got an Iranian terror base on our southern border. Now, Iran's leaders are saying in the last few weeks that they are going to arm Palestinians in the West Bank to launch terror attacks against Israel. That the prime minister is not willing to agree to.
If the United States doesn't stand in the way of the United Nations imposing a framework of what a two-state solution would look like, what does that do to the relationship between the United States and Israel?
Well, we hope that won't happen. We know that the United States has stood for decades against all these anti-Israel resolutions at the United Nations, and we hope that policy continues.
And do you believe an imposed framework of a two-state solution is an anti-Israel resolution?
Well, obviously it depends what the resolution is, but we're against imposing any resolution through the United Nations because the policy of the United States has been, for a very long time, that you need a negotiated settlement to this conflict. The only way we're going to reach peace, Chuck, is if we have the parties at the negotiating table. A United Nations resolutions will do the exact opposite. It will harden Palestinian positions, and it will prevent us not only from having peace today, it could prevent peace for decades to come, because no Palestinian leader will move from those positions that are going to be put forward at the United Nations. And here's the problem, a major problem. What the Palestinians want is they want a state, but they don't want to give Israel peace in return. Israel is in favor of a Palestinian state that would end the conflict with Israel. We are not in favor of a Palestinian state that will continue to wage war against Israel.